Tonight on Connecticut's news station, Huskies in Sin City.
We want to keep going further. We want to make it to that Elite Eight.
UConn in a Sweet 16 showdown against Arkansas in the first NCAA tournament game in Las Vegas.
I think it could be a 2014 repeat. Fingers crossed, I hope.
Plus, with two UConn teams making deep March Madness runs, students are wondering if there's more in stores.
And with two Husky stars not from the U.S., Connecticut lawmakers are now pushing for international college athletes to make money like their American teammates.
We're cheering on the Huskies and also cheering for a dry finish to the work week tomorrow, but more rain on the way, even a wintry mix in spots Saturday. Your forecast coming up next at 10.
Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
And we begin at 10 with breaking news. The UConn men hit it big in Las Vegas. Good evening. I'm Jen Bernstein.
And I'm Ben Goldman. Thanks for joining us here tonight at 10. The Huskies never did trail tonight and dominated Arkansas in the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament. The game just ending about a half hour ago with UConn winning by a final score of 88-65. It was a close one for the first 8 minutes of this game, but the Huskies went on a 14-0 run. And they never looked back. They put up 46 points on a Razorbacks team that just beat the defending national champs in Kansas.
Here's a look at the top dogs for the Huskies tonight. Sophomore guard Jordan Hawkins led the way with 24 points. Junior forward Adama Sanogo only had 18 points, and I say only because he averaged 26 points in the first two games of the tournament. Freshman Alex Caraban scored 11 points, and Naheem Aline had 10 off the bench. Andre Jackson Jr. scored 7. We have live team coverage of the UConn men in the Sweet 16 tonight. Fox 61 sports director Jonah Karp is outside of the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas after watching the Huskies earn their 12th trip to the Elite Eight. But first, we want to get right out to Fox 61's Gabby Molina. She's live on campus in stores to tell us how UConn fans watched tonight's game. Gabby.
Hey guys, such an exciting game. What a game. They looked so good out there, so exciting as we move on to the Elite Eight. Ted's behind me was packed with students watching the game, sending their support all the way from here in stores. The Huskies will keep dancing.
This is electric right now. 20-point blowout. Arkansas, get out of here. Come on.
UConn beating the Arkansas Razorbacks in the Sweet 16.
Honestly, I thought it'd be a little closer. That was a great blowout. I love to see a blowout personally.
I love a blowout. The excitement of game day felt all throughout campus Thursday.
There's just energy in the air, you know. It's just really fun.
Very exciting. I feel like it's just you feel the atmosphere. Everyone's excited. I feel like I always see everyone wearing their UConn shirts and their apparel.
The men's best run in the tournament in nearly a decade, which means these students are experiencing the true madness of March for the first time.
We were starting to build the pieces, but we weren't all that great my freshman year. And every year I've seen us get better and better, and the fans are getting more and more involved.
With the women also headed to the Sweet 16, there's plenty to get excited about.
The women are a lock for the title game every year. I think I was like 6th the last time we missed the Final Four.
After all, to many, Stores is the basketball capital of the world.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
All right, all eyes are on Saturday now, both the men and the women playing on Saturday, so we will be so excited to see what happens next, but I think that we're going to go all the way, both teams. Live in stores, Gabby Molina, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Let's do it, Gabby. Thank you. Well, the Huskies will now have to prepare for the Elite Eight on Saturday. UConn will play the winner of UCLA and Gonzaga. The game is just about to tip off any minute now. We're going to bring you updates on that score later tonight.
Well, it's no secret that college sports has changed in the last few years since athletes have been able to make NIL money. NIL stands for name, image, and likeness. While some college players have made millions of dollars off of NIL deals, international players don't have the same ability to cash in as their teammates born here in the U.S. That includes two stars this year. Adama Sanogo is from Mali, and Aaliyah Edwards is from Ontario, Canada. New at 10 tonight, Connecticut Senators Chris Murphy and Richard Blumenthal are now urging Homeland Security to help international college athletes get NIL rights. Student visas mostly prevent international students from making money off campus. The NCAA says that more than 20,000 college athletes are not from the U.S.
Well, we're going to have much more coverage of UConn in March Madness later on the Fox 61 News at 10. Fox 61 Sports Director Jonah Karp will join us live in Vegas with reaction to how the Huskies dominated in the Sweet 16 from start to finish. We'll also look at how the women are doing in Seattle right now tonight, getting ready for their own Sweet 16 game on Saturday.
It was warm out there today. We had one round of rain come through midday. We have another one that's approaching right now, but in between it's just kind of misty, murky, and foggy. This is all part of a cold front that's swinging through, so temperatures will start to drop tomorrow, and they're going to drop even more heading into your Saturday as we're setting ourselves up for a cold rain and even the chance for a wintry mix in spots at first. But I wanted to show you this. Look at this cluster of thunderstorms. 'Tis the season moving through Philadelphia tonight. We are not going to get in on that action. Visibility isn't too low, but driving around out there tonight, definitely noticing that heavy mist and fog that's out there in spots. 53 in Hartford. Still, it is incredibly warm, mid-50s for Windsor Locks, and this is even more impressive that the sun has already gone down. Low temperatures tonight will be dropping back into the upper 30s to right around 40 degrees. We'll see these showers through about 1 o'clock in the morning, and then we are done and we are dry heading into the day tomorrow. So a nice finish to the work and school week with a mix of clouds and some sunshine and high temperatures that will be headed into the low to mid 50s as we head through the afternoon. But tomorrow night will be cooling off, and then we have that round of cold rain in store for your Saturday. It is not going to be anywhere as mild as today was. We're going to talk about what that means as we head into the weekend. Your full forecast coming up in just a few minutes, guys.
All right, Rachel, thank you. New at 10 tonight in your Health Watch. The CDC is warning about a potentially deadly fungal infection on the rise.
Yeah, more healthcare workers are confronting the superbug, which experts fear has become very resistant to many of the drugs typically used to treat it. Fox 61's Jake Garcia joins us in studio tonight to tell us about this fungus and if it's been detected here in Connecticut. Jake.
Yeah, so it seems like every week the CDC is tracking something new, right? And tonight we're talking about fungus. Candida auris is a form of yeast that easily circulates and can infect wounds, ears, and the bloodstream. It can also live on skin.
We're mostly concerned because it's much more resistant to antifungal medications than other species.
The fungus primarily threatens those with weak immune systems or patients with existing illnesses in hospitals and nursing homes.
It likes to seek out patients who are already ill, and it generally spreads within institutions.
The CDC says up to 60% of those infected by fungus died, though many were already seriously ill. Treatment is challenging, doctors say, because C. auris is drug resistant and doesn't just live in the human body, but on surfaces where it can be spread to others.
That's a problem for hospitals because despite everything infection control personnel do in the hospital, trying to disinfect all those surfaces, this candida can persist and can infect another patient.
Cases tripled in the U.S. in the last 3 years and are now in more than half the states. The CDC not reporting any cases in Connecticut yet, but reported cases can be found just across the border in New York and Massachusetts.
The COVID-19 pandemic likely contributed to more spread because of all the strain put on public health and healthcare facilities.
While health officials are on high alert, the CDC reports no immediate risk to the general public.
Generally healthy people, we consider low risk for getting C. auris, and there's not really evidence that transmission is happening in the community.
Medical experts say early diagnosis and proper treatment is critical for those at high risk. For everyone else, doctors recommend regular hand washing to prevent the spread. In studio, Jake Garcia, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Thank you, Jake.